So I'm about to do what is my first ever sort of official kit review. I've been sent some stuff in this box here from this company who you've probably heard of by now, UltimateAddons. I don't know if you can see that camera. Are you focusing? I don't know, I can't tell. Anyway, they've sent me a load of kit. They've asked me to make a video. I didn't really know what to do, so I watched a few other people doing it. And what they tend to do is get stuff out nice and slowly and go through them bit by bit. This is what I've been sent, but I haven't got time for that. So, let's get started. Okay, I had to organise it all neatly to see what they've sent me. But before we go into all of the kit, let me tell you a little bit about UltimateAddons. So they're a company that's based in the UK in Scotland, right in the northwest of Scotland in a place called Olliemoto. Now, if you've not been to Olliemoto before, the fish and chips are awesome and the roads to get there are pretty epic. So what does the company make? Well, the two things that I know them for are mounts for phones, because we all stick our phones on our bikes nowadays to navigate, and also mounts for GoPros or action cameras. And you know, there's plenty of idiots on the internet that use GoPros and make movies, normally call themselves stupid names like Olliemoto. So this should be pretty handy for me. Cards on the table then. I don't work for UltimateAddons, but I didn't pay for any of this kit. They sent me it to make this video. But that doesn't mean I'm just gonna say good stuff about it. However, I have used UltimateAddons kit before and I did think it was pretty good. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said send it to me, because the last thing anyone wants is a video of their kit just saying, yeah, this is rubbish. Now, they don't just make mounts, they also make charging kits. So they've sent me a few bits here so I can charge my phone while I'm using it for this review. But I've noticed that they also now make heated grips, which they haven't sent me. Who knows, if I do a good job, hook me up. But anyway, let's go through these bits piece by piece and see exactly what I've been sent. It's absolutely Baltic in this garage. Hang on a minute. Much better. Olliemoto hat. So the phone case then, well, it says here, Ride Magazine Best Buy, which is always a good sign. And what's it say? Tough case, polycarbonate plastic, apparently, if that floats your boat. It's waterproof to IPX5, whatever that means. It's got a charging socket, which is also waterproof. And it says you can mount it using any of the 3-prong systems, which is handy because that's what they've sent me. So let's take a look at this iPhone 11 or XR tough waterproof case in detail then. To keep it all closed and secure, the case has what UltimateAddons calls a 5-point sealing system, which includes 2 locking clips, one on the top and one on the side, and then 3 pressure clips, which are found on 2 corners and one on the bottom. The case opens as shown. Let's try that again. The case opens as shown, and underneath the nice packaging bits you'll find a green absorbing layer, which is there to reduce vibration so that your phone doesn't get bounced around and trashed. As I said, this case is for my iPhone XR, and as you can see here, you just plonk it into the silicone and it fits lovely. To do it all back up, all you need to do is clip up the locking clips and then push the pressure seals into place using pressure. At the bottom of the case is the charger access point. You access this access point by removing the silicone seal, and then you push the charging cable in until it's connected with your phone. It all feels pretty solid and snug. Removal is just the opposite. Pull out the cable and stick the silicone seal back in. Right, first impressions then. It's a very solid case. The phone sits nice and snugly inside. It's not wobbling around, which is a good thing. What I have noticed is it's quite bulky, so these hinges on the side and also the clips make the phone case stick out a bit. But it should be remembered that this isn't really a case I'm going to be carrying around in my pocket. It's one that I'm going to attach to my bike and ride around off-road with. So I want something that's big and sturdy, and this looks like it's going to do the job. One thing I have noticed off the bat is that there's no buttons for functionality, so I can't lock my phone or unlock it. Well, I can unlock it like that, but I can't now lock it. And I've got no buttons to do the volume, which might be a factor for some people. There are cases on the market that have that available. There's plenty that don't, a bit similar to this one, but there are some that do, so you need to make your choice. Right, anyway, phone's in the case now. That's that bit done. Now we need to look at the mounts. Let's talk about mounts then. So like I said, they've sent me 3. The first one is the top clamp attachments. They send you 3 different bolt sizes. So I've got some M8s sent to me, 55, 16, 65 mil. The aim is that goes through there, through your top clamp, and then this mount screws onto the top there, and the phone clicks onto the mount. Nice and simple. And they even give you a little black pluglet just to plug up the hole so you don't get water and rust in there. Isn't that nice? Second mount then is the U-bolt one. So it comes with the U-bolt and all the attachments, some nice little bits of rubber that you can stick to protect your bar, and also 2 different sizes. Now I can't remember these sizes, 2 secs. 16 to 20 millimeters, 25 to 32 millimeters. Store that. So yeah, we've got the U-bolt attachment here then with the same sort of mounting system for the phone or the camera. They've also sent a nice little spanner if you've not got your own spanners. I have plenty of spanners to use. And then the final one they've sent, which is what they call their universal mount, is just this strap mount here. So as I'm sure you could figure out, we just unscrew this bit here, which releases that strap. I can put that around whichever bar I need to and then tighten it back up again. So they're the main attachments. And then for the adapters, there's one that you can stick a GoPro into. They've sent me a spare one of the 3-prong ones, so I can use one on each of these, which is quite handy. And then this one here just goes straight onto your GoPro. So that will screw onto the ball mounts, and then that will just go onto the bottom of a GoPro or a different action camera. I don't know if that's the same mount for different action cameras. And then you'll have your camera on your bike. I don't really know what else there is to say about this lot. It all looks very simple. Hopefully it's as solid as that phone case. Let's get them fitted to the 990 and then we'll go out for a spin.
Okay, so the first mount we're looking at is the top clamp attachment. Before fitting, you'll need to decide exactly where you want to mount it. I decided that top left would be best so that I could still see most of my dash. For the fitting, you'll basically just need a size 6 Allen key, although I'm grabbing a few more tools here because I'm a tart and I want to show off my new shadow board to you all. And then actually putting it all together is very simple, as I'm about to show you. UltimateAddons use a ball head on a lot of their mounts, which makes it easy to move your case and or camera to whatever angle you need. To fit this, remove the plastic locking nut, stick this over the ball head, push the 3-prong quick release onto the ball head and then tighten it all up. Very nice, Harry.
Yes, I know, I left the little black clip off the top clamp mount. It was intentional.
Next is the U-bolt attachment, which includes all the bits as shown. It comes in a box all done up already, so before fitting you need to undo it all. Be careful here not to drop the little washers because you might look like a bit of a clown on camera.
Found them.
As I mentioned, this attachment includes some rubber strips that are there to protect your bars. Now I found I needed to cut mine down slightly to get a good fit, and I only used the top one because the lower part of the mount is actually made from plastic, so I didn't need one, whereas the top half of the mount is metal. Once that's done, add your washers and nylock nuts and then tighten it all up. The ball head fitting is exactly the same as before. Last is the Helix swivel strap. This is super easy to fit, just unwind it, stick it into position and then wind it all back up again until it's tight. Okay, so how does the phone case fit onto this 3-prong mount, I hear you ask? All you have to do is first locate the lower black prong, as shown here, and then push the case down until the 2 green prongs click in and locate themselves. Removal is easy too. Just push the 2 green buttons on the side of the quick release and the phone case will come away.
Okay, so there we go. The attachments are attached and it's time to go for a spin. I think I've reached my limit for being stood in the garage talking to a camera for one day, so let's get out on the bike.
Well, I think it's a good day for it anyway. It's windy, horrible. Looks like it's going to be chucking it down. And this is supposed to be waterproof, so we'll find out. Let's go.
So I'm here on the Tet. Basically the ride up here was just motorways and the UltimateAddons kit. So the phone and the GoPro, I've used both of them on the way up. As you'd expect, they work fine because there weren't many bumps. I definitely got to test out the waterproof of the phone because it was chucking it down on the way here. But what I really want to know is how they fare on a nice bumpy bit of trail. So yeah, this is the Tet, the Trans-European Trail. For those who don't know, I've just joined it halfway through and I'm just going to go for a spin for the day and then let you know my thoughts at the end. Let's go. Right, ignore that route, that's the route we're following. Let's see how we get on.
Well, the UltimateAddons kit's doing alright so far. And we've got these trails to test it out on. And as you can tell, I'm a little bit out of breath because I'm a little bit out of practice. Onward! That's a Disney movie, in case you've not seen it. I've been riding on the trails now for a fair few hours, and I've got to say this kit is pretty good. So that's been charging the whole time. That's their cable, but actually it's just plugged into a battery pack. That's not moved at all. That has, but that's not anything by UltimateAddons. What I haven't tried out is that bit yet. Now, I mean, I'm sure it's pretty solid, but what I could really do with is just some dude that I know turning up on his bike and taking that bit for a spin and seeing if it works. All right. Oh, hello, mate. Say hi to Whitey, everyone.
Hi. How's everybody doing?
Whitey, fancy seeing you here. This definitely wasn't scripted. Can I put that mount on your bike and see if it works?
Yeah.
Cool, hold that. Talk amongst yourselves. I don't know if you know Whitey, but I just happened to be doing an UltimateAddons review, mate.
Is that what you're doing, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
A good kit, do you
I
like
don't know
it?
how you ended up here in the middle of the Tet.
No, no idea.
Wind it up. Point it down, mate. You're not even pointing at it. Point it down. You can't get the cameramen nowadays. Take this phone off. Put it on here. Can you do me a favour? Can you go for a spin and see if that works?
Free phone?
Go on, yeah. Go on then. See ya. Bye. Don't know where he's going to go. Okay, he completely missed the brief. What he was supposed to do is drive around this bit here and come back to me, but he's actually disappeared on my phone. Let's just say that it works. Did it work?
It's not gone anywhere.
That's handy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just told the camera how you missed the brief and you were just supposed to go around this bit here.
Oh.
In all seriousness, this little bracket here, it would be perfect for this sort of thing. So if you want to swap GoPros or phones between bikes, it would be great. And also, I don't know, maybe you're a YouTuber and you get to ride loads of different bikes, you can just take that mount with you, clip it on, and take your phone or your GoPro onto a test bike as well. Pretty good, eh?
Pretty quick, that.
What, the bike or the mount?
Both.
Right, let's keep going.
You want to do it?
Oh wait, no, I need my phone back. Give me my phone back.
Is it just a twist?
So it's got two buttons on the back. Here you go, look. This is how easy it is to teach people. There's two buttons on the back and then it pulls off forwards towards you.
Just like that?
That wasn't even pre-rehearsed. It's that intuitive. And now see if you can figure out how to take that bit off. I'll take that before you steal it. No, you're gonna bin it. Good little bounce.
It is.
Well, I've done plenty of miles now and the kit's still solid. I even had a pretty decent spill a minute ago and the kit's still solid. What I want to do now is see if I can move around this U-bolt mount. So this one here, it's got my GoPro on it that I've been doing a few shots with, but I'm going to try and put it onto that rack. Okay, that's on there. That's pretty sturdy. Let's see if it gets some decent GoPro camera shots.
Okay, so let's summarise then. So what do I think of this case? I like it. It's solid, it didn't move at all, it was waterproof, it does everything it says it should do. You know, I had a tumble on my bike and the phone was fine. Like I said, the things that I'm not too keen on are how bulky it is with the big hinges on the side and I really miss the functionality buttons. One example, and this is very much a first world problem, but one example is when you go to the petrol station to get some fuel, normally I just pay with my phone, but I can't click to get my Apple Wallet up to be able to pay easy enough with this on. Yes, I know it's picky, don't judge me for it, I'm not a boring but come on, this is a review, I've got to try and tell you everything. Let's finish up with the mounts then. So I tested 3 mounts like I showed you. There was the top clamp mount, which is still on my motorcycle now, and I still use it and it's great. I'm filming this bit a couple of weeks after the main review. There was the Helix strap mount, or Helix, I don't know, who cares. It's really good. It's really handy for flipping between bikes. It doesn't go up as tight as a mount that you'd tighten up with a spanner, obviously, because it's just on a twist mount there, and if you try and go too tight it just slips. But it goes more than tight enough to keep your phone steady, especially if you're just doing road riding, but even off-road, to be honest, it was fine. So yeah, these are great. And then last, but by no means least, I'd say it's my favorite one, is the U-bolt mount. Now this is really versatile. You saw me move it around on my bike, and actually since I've done the review, I've been to Morocco and I was on a GS that I was using, and I used this on the GS in various places and it never moved. And one of those places was on the subframe, upside down to look at the rear wheel, and actually the swing arm was hitting the camera a few times and it didn't move an inch. Well, it didn't move a millimeter, let alone an inch. So yeah, it's really good. It's really, really handy, really versatile. I really like this piece of kit. One thing I really need to highlight though is, I mean, the case is good, the mounts are good, but this 3-prong quick adapter is excellent. The phone clips onto it like mega easy. And it is absolutely solid, and then on and off is really simple. Also, it's not shown very well on that one, but on here it's mounted on that ball mount, and that means you can move it, move your phone, move your camera to wherever you need it to be very simply. I'm a big fan. Okay, and that's the end of this review. Now I really like the kit. You'll make your own mind up after watching this whether you like it or not, but if you choose to get some stuff from Ultimate Addons, then make sure you use the code Olliemoto10, which will get you some money off. I get nothing from that deal, you just get some money off. You're welcome. If you found this video remotely useful or interesting, then please do all the good YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, comment. It keeps me interested if I think that people are interested in what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm done. I'm gonna get this edited, get it stuck on the internet, and I'll see you next time.